they're going to be heard.
Let's face it.
If they are not, they're not going to be heard.
That first complaint that you would write is also something that first letter or the first email or the first complaint that you would actually write would have to be just the first of the series of efforts or steps that one has to take eventually to see this entire matter reach some conclusive end, isn't it? Such combustive is the entire process.
I agree with you because the inertia in the government agency is institutionalized. They do not respond in a timely and fast manner. So you have to follow up with them. Sometimes they will disagree with you and say there's nothing here. You're just trying to blackmail the company into giving money to you. This is the normal reply they give. Many people have complained.
Right. Mr. Sriram Khanna, allow me to just interrupt you in between. We have a couple of callers waiting, sir. Just give us a few minutes. We'll just quickly go to them as well before we return to you again. Manohar, Mr. Manohar joins us from Delhi. Mr. Manohar, please go ahead. You've heard what our expert on the panel, Mr. Khanna, is speaking. Go ahead, share what you want to, sir.
The problem is the eateries, they don't follow the food safety norms. And there's no check what they are using. And what there is absolutely, our food safety is sleeping like the Kumbhakaran. They don't bother. I bought one snacks from Haldiram. With that, they gave me some chutney, sweet chutney. It was, hello? What
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, Mr. Manohar. We can hear you.
When I used, I saw a fly inside. I told them, what is this? We are not giving you this. We are not supplied. Show me the bill. Who keeps the bill? I took that to home,
right,
and I found it there. That is the problem. Our food safety people are not
right
doing any random check at all. That's the problem.
Right.
And we cannot go to consumer court and
I'm sure there will be many who would actually share your concern at this point. I mean, finding a fly or a hair in your food is possibly the least that people would even find objectionable in many parts. You know, that's really the irony of what we are discussing as well, Mr. Manohar. Thank you very much. Some very, very valid concerns being raised. Thank you, Mr. Manohar. I'm also being joined by Mr. Jaideep Shetty from Coimbatore. Please, sir, please do share what you want to, sir.
Good evening, madam, and good evening to the panel members and all the viewers. See, I will emphasize on the Food and Adulteration Act should be very strict in India, which is not. I can't see anywhere it is very applied. So it should be very systematic, and government should focus on that mainly. And all this, see, finding a nail or finger or centipede, it is not acceptable. Strict and stringent action should be taken against these companies. Money is not the solution. Giving money to the this one is not the solution. Okay, there should be strict Food and Adulteration Act. Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Jaideep Shetty, sir, thank you very much. In fact, Mr. Khanna, let me just come to you. We have more callers, but both these callers have raised a very important point. They've called the food safety body Kumbhakaran. Another person has said that these laws exist, they are not implemented. How would you look at this, Mr. Khanna? Is it, I mean, you suddenly hear of food safety raids and you have this and that happening when something comes out in the open, but how much of this is a reality, these raids or these checks that are supposed to happen? Does this even happen?
I must tell you that when the Food Safety and Standards Act was brought in 2006, replacing the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, which is from the 1950s. Earlier, any adulterated item was caught, the minimum punishment was 6 months in jail. Under the present law, there is no compulsory jail term as minimum punishment. and people can get away with paying fines. And let me also say that in India, bhai bin preet na koi. If the person doesn't fear you, he is not going to comply with your rules. So nobody fears food safety standards in India. There is a food safety authority sitting in New Delhi. Under the law of the parliament, they are supposed to implement. They have a number of regulations. They do a lot of hard work, these people sitting in Delhi. But this doesn't really translate into the work being done in the field. There are thousands of food businesses selling different types of food. Manufacturing food, processing food, packing food, serving food, selling food through distributors, through retailers, through restaurants, through dhabas and whatever you have and hotels. But at the place where the food is prepared or packed and sold, there is no regular compliance. And they have a law which is hardly being implemented. For example, whatever things have been mentioned by the people on your program today, whether it is the finger or the centipede or the frog, these are violations of the regulations. And there is a punishment there. But no complaint was made, no action was taken. That is how it is. My point is, that it is also not possible
Mr.
for
Khanna. In fact, please hold on.
food safety officer in a district to go to thousands of units. Can I continue?
Point. Absolutely fair point. You're absolutely right. These complainants, in fact, all of these would only act as eyes and nose. Nose also, because all of this is also in food, and I'm sure a rat being found in a sauce bottle is going to be extremely smelly. So nose also, they can be the eyes and the nose of the food safety officials if they have to. But how much of that would really again translate into action? Mr. Khanna, please give us a few more minutes. We have two more callers waiting. Miss Asha from Mumbai joins us. Miss Asha, please go ahead. Please do share.
Yes, first of all, I want to congratulate you for continuing the endeavor of Mirror Now for years. Thank you. Secondly, let me come to it. Are we getting clean water? Is sewage in water? What is happening in the natural, in nature? Even the water that comes from underground, what is it that goes in? Tell me what are the MSMEs doing? Tell me what the hawkers are giving money. It's not only the government. The government has ceased to observe. I'm attached to a hotel industry. We have quality control, we have testers, we check every single thing. Even in airlines, you'll find bits of glass, you'll find bits of feathers. Where are you going to stop? Because there is no rule of law in this country. We are just going, and the people who are concerned don't care. Because if their own children had ate it, they would scream and shout. And I want to talk about the press. When this comes out in the press, very rarely, it should be suo moto. Straight away, there should be an FIR. Like Mr. Khanna says, they should be put into jail, close the shop. If it is Hershey's, which has come from abroad, close the factory. Are you doing it? Because very rarely, like you, the TV channels are coming out with this. I'm sorry. Take action.
Right. Asha ma'am, thank you very much for joining us, and deeply appreciate and want to show our gratitude for watching Mirror Now very regularly, as I can make out from how you have appreciated the channel. Thank you very much. We really value our viewers and we take your feedback very seriously, whether it is negative or positive. Thank you, Ms. Asha, for joining us with that.